Hello everyone and happy Pride. I hope you guys are starting June with the most positive vibes of all the world, and that's the most that I can desire to every single one of you guys. I know Pride is one of those particular months, I'm gonna tone my face, one of those particular months that are very sensitive for a lot of us just because we either haven't shared it with anybody. I remember when I was single, and I'm pretty sure that I'll share his experience here with you guys, but being single or having no family, which is in our situation, like, no supportive family or no friends or friends who just take advantage of you, it just, it's something that it's known, but it's something that we don't talk about. So I think that it was my point and desire to make this video to share my thoughts and ideas of Happy Pride. And some of the experiences, by the way. So I toned my face with the Sisley because you guys know I had a allergic reaction in my nose or around my nose. I'm just hydrating today. So what I'm doing is toner from Sisley. And then the next product I have here is this Japanese brand. I purchased it a while back. And those are the ingredients in case you want to take a look. We've used this sparingly, and I personally have liked this so far. Comes with this gold particles in here. So to me, if you're an activist, doesn't matter what it is, which, by the way, I have to take a moment to say that I hope that things get better for the people who are at war right now, for the people who are dealing with just around the world, but also people who are suffering things that were not supposed to happen to them, people who are found guilty, people who found mistreatment from others, people who found mistreatment from loved ones, people who don't have a lot of support to receive from people who they expect them to support them. It's a difficult and tough experience to sit down here and just basically talk about your experiences. Sometimes it does take a minute for me to be like, what am I going to talk about today? And how am I going to explain it? Because again, English is still my second language. I still, sometimes when I think things, they don't come accurately. So I tried to the best of my capability to just explain and express myself. Next, I'm going to use this one. I'm looking over here what products I'm going to use. This is the Advanced Night Repair by Estee Lauder. I love this product so far. It's really, really nice. Let's talk about friends and family first. I think that being a gay person of color not only comes with the stigmas, but also comes with a lot of misconceptions around the family and around friends. It's easier to say, it's gonna happen, it's okay. It's easier to say it than doing it. As you guys know, Jamal and I have experienced a lot of things in our relationship. And I'm not saying only negative things just in general, but also positive. But today I wanted to bring some light into you guys because for us, it's almost 10 years. In August 8th, we're going to be like 10 years. And it's pretty impressive to me that after everything that has happened to me within the last year, I lost my mom. I lost my job. The job just wasn't the best. A lot of the times we focus our energy and our love for people who are just taking advantage, people who make up excuses for others. But let me sit down and express something to you. You guys know, you guys know I have been very vocal about this, and it's very difficult to express it out there, so I'm gonna just say it as it is. If you see somebody bullying somebody else, what do you do? What do you do? Because it's easier to be, speak up about other matters in the world, things that happen in poverty, things that happen in the government, in the religious aspect. But when you see things personally, and you notice that someone that you love is experiencing a lot of hate or a lot of bullying in this case, what do you do? To me, it's very impressive to say that, sometimes people who think they love you, they're, unfortunately, their actions speak louder than their, their words. Quick example. My family is Mexican, as you guys know. I'm Mexican. The mother is Puerto Rican. I'm using the eye serum, from Cremanera. This is the Giorgio Armani one. A lot of the times my Mexican family who still lives in Mexico, they don't expect to know about me, but they expect me to be like, there's some money. And that's how they care, For the longest time, I think when it came to the relationship with my mom, I was very honest about it and very upfront. And that's what I want to continue doing in this channel, because I don't want to filter it. I don't want to edit it to make people comfortable, to hear things the way they are. I'm not going to sit here and bash anybody, but it's nice to hear something refreshing, somebody that is going through something similar, somebody who you like, somebody who either you admire, somebody who, is going through things like you, and you know that you're not going by yourself. Now I'm gonna use the eye cream. I just usually let it sit for a minute. This is the Trader Joe's. I noticed that I liked it. I don't know, guys. When it came to some of the relationship in my family in Mexico, majority of the times they only care when I send them money. Majority of the times when I had friends at work, at least in my previous job, they didn't care. None of them reached. Yes, pride is coming, pride is happening, but do they even reach out to people? Do people genuinely? I'm not saying that you care by giving me money, giving me things, or hanging out. I'm saying like, you show, at least this is me, the way that you show that you care for somebody and that you truly love somebody is by being honest and upfront and being like, how are you? How is everything going? What is happening in your life? Creating that beautiful bond of meaningful relationships. I just personally don't think that, I'm not gonna use the Farm X, the Super Greens Multivitamin Moisturizing Cream. So what I like to do is I just like to do this. From my previous job, I don't think a lot of people reached out, or a lot of people have reached out. I got tired of reaching out to people who I thought they cared. I got tired, of being the person giving myself to somebody, because I didn't see not only any results, but I just didn't see anything. Sometimes you don't see what people's feelings or truly are towards you. Like, it's very sad, And you may say, yeah, you're X amount of age, which I'm 34. You should be fine, or just let it go. But what happens when these things accumulate one after the other one? And you notice that people just take advantage of you. People just reached out to you because you're inviting them for something, you're buying them something, you're giving them something. Or when people are just like hanging out for convenience, or people are just treating you nice, fake nice, because it's upfront, but behind you they just speak bananas. It would be nice to sit down looking pretty and be like, everything is fabulous, let's go hang out, let's go ahead and chill. No, but in the reality of the case, a lot of us don't have that. Don't have that opportunity. A lot of the times people make up excuses for people. But what about us? It was until recent that I was listening to one of the drag queens that X amount of people, I think we were watching, was Sasha Velour, who said in one of the fourth season, the newest season of We're Here, where she said a lot of the bad things happens in the trans community because
to accept
it's definitely not a religion. It's still a religious cult.
We encounter these lies about us and about our community every day. This was a moment I had been waiting for, to speak up.
To us, this sounds like hatred. That is not the Christianity I've learned about.
In a way, I was grateful that they were willing to have a conversation, even if they weren't really gonna listen.
People don't understand. People mistreat them. Nobody knows your intentions, It's very unfortunate. I was also listening to a video that popped up on my YouTube that was about Gay Pride 2024.
Japanese and Filipino.
First of all, like, what's it like being sexual minority in Japan? You just came here, right?
I just came here, so maybe him.
I think Japanese people are not necessarily accepting, but they are very tolerant compared to other countries because they're never violent.
In Japan, and one of the two first guys that were interviewed said, here in Japan, very tolerant, but they are not physically abusive. And I just couldn't comprehend, why is it such a big issue for people who are non-gay, people who are straight, just to make up excuses to hurt us, to bully us, you know? It just blows my mind. I have a lot of chopsticks, guys. Next, I have the Kiehl's Butter Mask for lips. This is the one I'm gonna use today. If you see something wrong happening, doesn't matter if it's in your school, doesn't matter if it's in your job, doesn't matter if it's in your family, if somebody's making somebody else uncomfortable, somebody pulls out a joke out of their booty and says something that it's mean, rude, vicious. What do? You stand up. Stop making excuses for people who don't deserve to be excused for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. At least not to me. I know, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, I'm on top of my hygiene. I just recently brushed my teeth. I put some gloss, as you saw it, or some mask. You know, if you're going through similar situations where you're having homeless, because I have been homeless with Omar, where you lost your mom, where you were bullied at work, where you were bullied at school, stand up, go report it. I'm not telling you to go fight it. I'm not going and telling you to go do something. No, I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you to speak up. I'm telling your friends to speak up for you too, to back you up. Because at the end of the day, this is just not okay. And it doesn't happen only in Pride. It happens throughout the whole year. We are gonna stop making excuses for people who don't deserve our time, people who, just because we're afraid that we're gonna be bullied next. Really? At this point, if you have brothers and sisters who are younger, who are children, if you have children, if you have somebody that you care for, think about what would you do if that were to happen to somebody that you like and care for. You know what I'm saying? Use a toner for hydration. This is from Sisley. I also use this from the Japanese store. I use this for extra hydration. This is the Estee Lauder. This is the Advanced Night Repair. You can also utilize this in the morning. And Chantecaille hyaluronic acid, just because I really need hydration right now. For extra hydration around my eyes, I use the Crema Nera Eye Treatment. This is the Firmin Meta Eye Treatment by Giorgio Armani. And I topped it up with the Trader Joe's Super Hydrating Eye Cream by Trader Joe's. For moisturizer, I use this one. This is by Farm MX or Farm XM. This is, I got this on Avon. Super Greens Multivitamin Moisturizing Cream. And then I made sure that I use my layer of protection with Daily Facial Sunscreen SPF 40. What can I tell you? This video, when I opened this YouTube channel, I made the conscious decision to create a friendly environment to show techniques, skincare, our lifestyle, our struggles, life in general, how we, the Do Fit team, Duamel and Felipe, myself, do that. I feel some type of way when I speak about myself in a third person, but you know, it's very important for you to do that. You never know what's going on in somebody else's mind. Yes, let's make up some space to know, like, be like, hey, it's okay. We never know what's really going on in somebody else's business, but let's also make sure that we are accountable for our actions and share the love that we want people to share with us too. With this said, guys, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys support your community. I hope you guys support your friends. Reach out to your friends. And people who just take advantage, people who just give you red flags, bye. We don't have two lives. We only one. So let's make the most out of this one. Thank you guys, and keep it tight, keep it cute, and keep it subscribed.